Well, we begin with breaking news out of Yemen. At least 45 army personnel have been killed in two separate explosions in the city of Aden, and dozens of others have been wounded. One explosion hit an army base, while the other targeted recruits in the Khor Maksar district. They were reportedly lining up to enlist for military service. Aden serves as the temporary capital of the Yemeni government as it seeks to retake the capital Sana'a from Houthi rebels. Security forces are struggling to defeat Daesh and Al-Qaeda throughout southern Yemen. Well, Abubakr al-Shamahi joins me live on set. What do we know so far, Abubakr, about this latest attack?
Well, as you said, there were two separate attacks, both in the Khor Maksar district. So both are initially believed to be suicide bombings. One was a car suicide bombing, and the other one was a pedestrian walking in to a crowd of recruits outside the home of a local military commander. It would be, and it looks like it is going to be, the biggest Al-Qaeda or a militant attack, on army and on the Yemeni government in Aden specifically so far.
Now, we know that Al-Qaeda, their stronghold was in an area called Mukalla. That was taken away from them quite recently. Would you say this is a reprisal? Is it a surprise that this has happened?
This attack shows that the most likely attackers, Al-Qaeda, have not been defeated fully in southern Yemen. Al-Qaeda and Daesh have taken advantage of the war in Yemen, the ongoing war in Yemen, to get more recruits and to take more territory and to conduct more operations. And despite the government being able to take away from Mukalla from their hands, and Mukalla is one of the biggest cities in Yemen, and it's important to remember that Al-Qaeda had control over one of the biggest cities in Yemen for over a year. So that was an important victory for the Yemeni government. But it shows that despite that territory being out of their hands, they're still able to conduct operations. And it also exposes the weakness in terms of security of the Yemeni government in Aden, in the city which is supposedly the Yemeni government's current transitional or temporary capital.
Yemen is often considered the forgotten war. What needs to be done to try and get stability back into the region? What can be done?
Well, like I said, these groups take advantage of the discord and of the security vacuum that exists in Yemen to expand and to conduct their operations. So the priority is to end the war, the ongoing war in the country. So you've got rebels in control of much of the northern part of the country, including the capital Sana'a. And the government is unable to focus on the different fronts that it faces. So when it tries to focus on the rebels in the north, it then loses focus on Al-Qaeda and other militant groups. So that, in essence, is the root cause of the problems, the ongoing war. And the current peace talks in Kuwait are trying to end that war, but unfortunately it doesn't look like the two sides at the table there in Kuwait are able to reach an agreement, and therefore the ongoing security and political vacuum looks likely to continue.
Okay, Abubakr, thank you.